make a Chipotle pulled pork today. This is such an economical recipe. You've got a whole house full of people. You've got a frozen pork roast, frostbitten, forgotten in the back of your freezer. Bring it back to life. It cooks all day in its own juices. So what we've done with this is a 4 to 5 pound bone-in pork shoulder. Some people call it a
pork
butt.
butt, B-U-T-T.
Yeah, that goes over great with the kids in my family.
I know, right? It makes them giggle. But it's actually that used to be butted up against the containers that they would ship the pork in.
Oh, see, I did not know that.
Pork butt is pork shoulder.
I learned so much from you.
Very inexpensive. And, you know, I love that it's bone-in. You can always keep one in the freezer. And I love that you browned it first.
I did.
To caramelize the sugar in the meat. And even if you're using slow cookers, guys, I think that's an important step because it means flavor. Color equals flavor in cooking. And if you don't own a slow cooker, you can make this in the lowest your oven goes, in a low oven, in any big Dutch oven.
If you need a slow cooker, I can help you pick a really good one out. I've got them all listed with my pros and cons. So we browned it on all sides. It's just got a little bit of salt and pepper.
I love that. We need to link to that from our site to help people get to you.
Okay.
That's great. You could get a rating on your slow cooker before you invest.
So in the exact same pan with the pork, yes. So we've caramelized some onions and garlic. Beautiful. And then in that exact same thing, I'm gonna actually turn it off and take it off the heat. And then we're going to make our Chipotle sauce, which calls for a little bit of honey. Stir that around.
I love that she even does side effects.
I do. And then the honey combats nicely with your Chipotle chili powder for a little bit of heat, not too much. Then we happen to be gluten-free, which is why I always go with the bottled Chipotle versus the Chipotle in a can, because that is not gluten-friendly. And
That's a great tip, too. So if someone is gluten-free in your family because of celiac or just because of a diet choice, that's great to know. I never knew that.
Now you
Chipotle and adobo. Not gluten-free. Yeah. Brown Chipotle, gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
And Chipotle, of course, is not just spicy, but it's got that great smoky flavor.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it's like a national forest in your kitchen. So I've got a little bit of cumin, a little bit of coriander. We'll dump those puppies in.
What a great trinity there, huh? Because cumin is also very smoky in flavor, and coriander gives it that brightness.
It's awesome. And then
smells great already.
And also, the smell of the spices is important. If you're using the same spices from your wedding registry 15 years ago, it's time to dump those and start fresh.
Invest in some new ones.
Yes.
Good tip, too.
We've got a cup or so of orange juice. And this is actually the only liquid in this dish. Is the meat gives off an awful lot of liquid, as well as the liquid in here with the orange juice. Some of the older school slow cooker recipes, they have you literally drown your meat in liquid, and that's why everything used to kind of always taste alike. But this way, the spices really come to life.
You let the meat give its own natural juice.
Absolutely.
Right. Oh,
it's not watery.
Amazing. Gorgeous.
Very, very cool. And then at the very end, we're gonna toss in that cinnamon stick. Go ahead and toss that guy in.
I love cinnamon with those smoky flavors. What a great combination.
Oh, it works well. So we're gonna cover that up, slow cook on low, 10 hours. Once it's fully cooked, you can shred it between 2 forks. Remove the bone if it's bone in. And then, so this is what it's looking like.
So this is one where you could literally...
it totally falls apart.
See, look, you pick it up with the tongs.
Yeah. Yep. It's very, very cool.
With nothing, no effort. You could cut it with a spoon.
Yes.
And then down here, wow.
Oh my gosh, I smell the cinnamon.
It's crazy. Oh, that smells so wonderful. So this is your little taco bar that you do in your family, right?
So what I like is that if I've got a whole house full of kids, we've got a sleepover, the kids can customize their own dish.
Serve
Honestly,
themselves,
the grown-ups can customize their own dish because some of these grown-ups can be a little bit picky. So if you don't like cilantro, don't use cilantro. If you like it, mix it on up. You can have avocado. We've got a little bit of gorgeous cheese, red cabbage. At the very end, I like to add some fresh lime juice. Also,
you want the works?
I like the works.
You like the works?
Yes.
Here's yours. Can I take this to them?
Yes. These people
I'm gonna feed an army with the nacho version of this.